Hi everybody, Tamara here from EverJourney, and the reason I am sharing this video with you all is to share a testimonial of one of my clients who was struggling, feeling a bit stuck and stagnated and wanted a change for himself. Specifically, he wanted to move countries, and this is his story that I'm about to share with you. It's a testimonial that he recorded so that he can empower others to feel like there is hope. It is possible to reach your dreams. He wanted to leave the country. He wanted to go travel the world, and he's done so. So I'm just going to share his video that he shared with me, and hopefully it does empower you. It does make you feel motivated to reach whatever dream or goal you have set for yourself. And just a reminder that, you know, life coaching is really having a guide by your side that can motivate you, that can hold you accountable, and can really tap into, you know, your full potential of achieving whatever dream you have set out for yourself. So enjoy, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hello, my name is Shaun. I'm 27 years old, and this is just a quick story about my journey. Maybe the first of many videos, but here's the first one. So I was born and raised in South Africa in semi-normal circumstances. You know, not everything was great, not everything was bad, you know. But grew up in Mpumalanga, and since I was little, I always felt that I'm destined for really great things, and I tried to work really hard to, to achieve my goals. And I always set super high goals for myself. And when I was younger, like high school and university years, I smashed every single one of my goals, and I did super well for myself. And I was very proud of the progress that I've made and stuff. And along the way, life happens, and sometimes you derail from the path that you've set out for yourself. And that happened to me, much like, to most people. Life happens, and circumstances in South Africa, does not really make life any easier for anybody, whether, you're rich or poor or whoever you are, So 2020, when the pandemic hit, I was hit quite hard. Luckily, I still had a job, but was going through some trauma, and the only thing in my life that was functioning at that time was actually my work, because I always pour myself into my work. I'm super passionate about everything I do, and I'm like a progress, results driven individual. And then COVID hit, and the whole world came to a standstill, and family passes away, you lose loved ones, you can't be in contact with certain people anymore, and it just changed the whole way society functioned. And me myself, I lost my grandmother, as well as my older sister due to COVID, which was very, very rough on me and my family. And just along that line, things were not great. I'm not gonna lie, things were bad. Work started getting worse, because of the COVID situations. I'm so grateful that I still had a job, because I know so many South Africans did not have any means of income, so I could still semi-support myself. But I had, still these big dreams, and things I promised to myself as a younger kid. I wanted to have a very, very special life, a very a life with intent. I don't just want life to happen to me. I want Shaun to happen to life. Anyway, so in 2020 I started seeing my life coach, which was my first and only life coach, and I've been seeing her since 2020, and she has guided me through this whole process of rebuilding my own brand and helping me to unlock the potential that I definitely have inside, right? I personally believe that everyone, let's say 90% of people, know exactly what they need to do in order to change their life. It's very simple, but it's not easy. And my life coach, she spent session upon session with me, and she has guided me through this whole process of helping me to unlock the deeper lessons within me that I already knew, in order for me to actually change my life. So since I was little, I've always wanted to immigrate, right? I've always wanted to go work abroad and, experience different cultures and, just live a little bit of a different life, maybe to come back to South Africa or maybe not to come back to South Africa, And, so I started working on my 5-year plan a few years ago, and I promised myself by the time I'm 30, regardless of any circumstances, I want to immigrate, because it's something that I've always wanted to do, and I can't tell you why, but something I've always wanted to do, and in my mind told myself that nobody's going to stop me and nobody is going to make that decision for me, because it's my life and it's my choice and this is what I want to do. And respectfully, I felt that I didn't need to justify to anyone, not to family, not to friends, not to my work at the time. So it was scary, but I went through this whole process with my life coach, and we worked through decisions I have to make, emotional decisions, financial decisions, long-term life decisions. And I am happy to say that just after 3 years, I am way ahead of my 5-year plan. I have actually ticked every single box on my 5-year plan, and I live in Asia now. I am a resident of Cambodia. I've worked in financial services my entire life, since I left school, and I was studying while I was still working in financial services. So that's pretty much the only experience I've ever had in my life. And I moved to Cambodia, and I work for a very big bank here, and it's great. Looking back, I'm like, why did I not actually do this sooner, So it was very scary, because in South Africa, there's load shedding and there's a lot of socioeconomic problems, and we have family and we have friends and we have people that we believe we have an obligation towards, and you always I know this is what I thought. I'm like, oh, if I leave, what about these people? they are they depend on me relationship wise and things, and I thought, let me just do this for myself. And it's been 10 months now living in Cambodia, and I don't have the same stress that I've had in South Africa. I have so much more money than I had in South Africa. I'm not rich by any means, but I can afford to live comfortably and save money for retirement and still, travel this side of the world and not be afraid of, what am I going to eat tomorrow? Or, do I have enough money for the generator because the petrol price went up, So that's just the beginning of my story. I have so much more to tell. There's so much that I cannot pack it into one video, but is it scary? Yes. Is it difficult? And, moving to another country and, experiencing a new culture, does that pose its own problems? Of course, yes. Is it easy? No, it's not easy, but it is worth it. If you've promised yourself something ever in your life, the best thing you can do is just try it. If it doesn't work, go back to plan A or plan B, right? So I promised myself that I want to immigrate, and I did, and I absolutely love it. I paid off all my debt. I can travel on the weekends. I can go to Bangkok for a weekend, or Singapore, Hong Kong, I'm living my best life 5 years ahead of when I thought I would have been living it. So I'm very proud of myself. But I couldn't do this on my own. So Tamara from EverJourney has been my life coach since 2020. And the impact this life coach has made on my life is phenomenal. She does amazing work, and I don't want to exaggerate, but I really have to say, I don't think I would have been here as soon as now if it wasn't for her, because she's an excellent life coach, and she really guided me to, you know, make the right decisions and help me to make decisions for me. She didn't make any decisions for me. I made it for myself, but she helped me to unlock the inner knowledge that I have within myself to make sure that I make the correct decision, and she was there every step of the way. And I'm super thankful to her for like the service that she has done, and we're already planning on, you know, looking at my next goals for like the next 5 years and the next 10 years. Yeah, so that's the first video. Like I said, still have a lot more to say, but I will say more in the next video. Okay, bye.